In this video, I am going to walk you through the process of doing Grade 5 Music Theory sample paper. Question 1.1. Circle the correct time signature. Question A. Take a look at the answer first. It suggests that the basic unit will be either quaver or crotchet. Let's try to reorganize the note value into quavers. We then figure out that there are 9 quavers in total. So the answer is 9/8. Question B. The beaming of notes are organized in 4 groups. We can then calculate the value of each group. Double-dotted quaver plus a demi-semiquaver looks complicated, but this group actually equals to 1 crotchet beat. The second group has a triplet in semiquaver, which actually equals to a quaver. There are 2 quavers in this beat. 2 quavers equal to 1 crotchet here. In passage B, there are 4 crotchets in total. So, the answer is 4 time. In passage C, it is a bit tricky, but all the answers are based on a quaver beat. Then we can count how many quavers are there in this measure. The last triplet equals to 1 crotchet, and thus equivalent to 2 quavers, so 7/8 is the answer. In question 1.2, you need to change the time signature from compound time to simple time. Here the time signature of all the answers are in 4 time, so basically we just need to find out which answer has 4 crotchets in 1 bar. Triplet here equals to 1 crotchet, so the second one is correct. Be familiar with all the note value and calculate carefully like doing math, and you will get the full mark easily here. Question 1.3. In A, the question asks how many dotted quaver beats are there in the time signature 6/16. Let's turn all the words and numbers into music note value. We have an equation like this. 3 semiquavers equal to 1 dotted quaver. Therefore, the answer is 2. Question B. A breve equals to how many crotchets? A breve means 2 whole note. Each whole note equals to 4 crotchets. 2 whole note means 8 crotchets. Remember the British name of all note value in this part. Revise it a bit before the exam. Question 1.4. This question related to the knowledge in note beaming and grouping of beat in time signature. The time signature in 9/4 suggests that there are 9 crotchets in each bar. All crotchets are organized in 3 groups. You should find the answer which clearly shows 3 group. The first one is the right answer. The second one is wrong because it doesn't show an obvious groupings in 3. The third one is also wrong. Question 1.5. This question tests the recognition of the value of rest. Let's take a look in the time signature first. There should be 3 beats in each measure. The first one is right because it equals to 1 crotchet here. In the second answer, the grouping and value is not all correct, so it is wrong. The third one is clearly correct. Revise the notation of rests. Be familiar with the value of each rest in this part, and you will get the full marks easily. Part 2. This part relates to the note reading on different clefs and transposition. Question 2.1. You need to figure out the letter name of this note. Remember in tenor clef, this line is the middle C, so the name of this note is A. Question 2.2. Choose the correct enharmonic equivalent of E, which is F flat here. Question 2.3 is related to transposition. The question suggests that the music passage has to be transposed down a minor third at concert pitch. The key signature here is D major. It should be in B minor if it transposes down a minor third. In B minor there are 2 sharps, however there are 4 sharps in the answer, so the first one is wrong. The next one from D transposes down a minor third. It should be B, so it's right. In the third one, if B flat transposes down a third, it becomes G, so it's right. The next one is A. It should be a F sharp if it transposes down a minor third, so it is wrong. The last one is transposed from E. Down a minor third, it should be C sharp. This is a bit tricky. Remember to look at the key signature. there is a C sharp here, so the answer is right. In question 2.4, there are 3 phrases for you to compare. Then you need to choose the true or false in each statement. The first statement says that A and B are at the same pitch. Passage A starts at the E flat above middle C. Passage B starts at the E flat below middle C. A and B is actually an octave apart, so the answer is false. The second question says B is 1 octave lower than C. Passage C is an alto clef. Remember that the third line is the middle C. Here, this E flat is the one that above middle C. Passage B start at the E flat below middle C. Therefore, B is 1 octave lower than C. The answer is true. The third question is, C is 1 octave higher than A, which is false because they are at the same pitch. Part 3, Question 3.1. Choose the correct key signature of B major here. The order of sharps is like this. There are 5 sharps in B major. The second and the third one are obviously incorrect. The first one is in alto clef, seems it is a correct one, but the placement of the last A sharp is not right. It should be like this. Therefore, the fourth answer, which is in tenor clef, is correct. In question 3.2, you need to choose the right key signature of E flat minor, which shares the same key signature of G flat major. The pattern of flat is like this. Therefore, the second one is the correct answer. Revise the order of sharps and flats in key signature in different clefs before the exam. In question 3.3, you need to figure out the key of a passage. Pay attention to all accidentals and you will find the way. In question A, there is a F sharp. The answer is G major. In question B, there is an A sharp, F sharp, and C sharp. We can then refer it to the order of sharps. Seems like it is in D major, which has a F sharp and C sharp. However, there is an A sharp here. It is very likely that it is in minor key. In harmonic minor scale, the 7th note has to be raised to a semitone higher. In B minor scale, the 7th note is A. Here the A is sharpened, so B minor is the correct answer. In question C, there are 4 sharps in total. They are F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. So this is in E major. Question 3.4 tests how well you know the pattern of scale. The question has suggested that the scale is in B flat harmonic minor. Remember, the basic pattern of a harmonic scale is like this. In X, the 7th scale degree should be a semitone away from the tonic. So the answer is A. In Y, the 6th scale degree should be a semitone away from the 5th one. So the answer is G flat. Remember the basic patterns of all major and minor scales, especially harmonic and melodic, and then this part will be easy for you. Question 3.5. You need to choose the right clef for each scale. Take a look at the first and the last note of each scale, which are the tonic. Then look for accidentals in the scale. In question A, let's try to use different clef to fit in. Then we found that if bass clef is used, the first note becomes D here. It is clear that the scale is in D minor, so the answer is bass clef. In question B, we can use the same method to find the answer. The scale makes sense if bass clef is used, so the answer is bass clef. Apply the same previous method in question C. If treble clef is used here, the first note is G. The scale here makes sense, so treble clef is the correct answer. Question 3.6. You need to decide whether the chromatic scale is well notated. In A, let's write down the letter name of each note. The chromatic pattern is clearly written. The answer is true. Question B. Let's follow the same way to write down the letter name of each note. There are something wrong in the chromatic scale, so the answer is false. Question 3.7. The first one asks if A sharp is the leading note in B major. The answer is true. The second one asks if F is the subdominant A minor, which is false, because the subdominant of A minor is D, not F. The third one asks if D is the submediant in F sharp minor, which is true. Remember the name of each scale degree in this part, revise a little bit before the exam, and you will be able to get a full mark in this part easily. Part 4. This part is all related to intervals. Question 4.1. Tick the right one to name each interval. Question A is from the note B to E. It's a perfect fourth. This interval spans over 1 octave, so the answer is compound perfect fourth. Question B. What is the interval from G to D flat? It is a perfect fifth from G to D. Here D flat is added, which means the interval becomes smaller. Therefore, it is a diminished fifth. Question C. From the note F to G is an interval of major second. This interval spans over an octave, so it is a major ninth. In question 4.2, you need to identify the quality of the interval. Question A. From D to F. In this case, you can think of the lower note as the tonic, regardless of the compound interval. Then you can think about the scale of D minor. From D to F is a minor third, so the answer is minor. Question B. From B flat to G, we can think of the lower note B flat as the tonic. It is a major sixth, so the answer is major. Question C. First of all, we can remove all accidentals. From F to E, it is a major seventh. With the accidentals, the interval becomes smaller, so the answer is diminished. Question 4.3. Write notes to form the name's intervals. Your note should be higher than the given note. Question A. Write a compound perfect fifth above C sharp. The perfect fifth here is the G sharp. A compound interval means it is bigger than an octave, so here is the answer. Question B. Write a minor seventh above B flat. We can think of a B flat major scale. From B flat to A, it is a major seventh. To make it into minor, the interval has to be a semitone smaller, so the answer is A flat. Question C. Write an augmented 12th above C. First, let's count the 12th note from C. It is a G. To make the interval augmented, just put a sharp here, so the answer is G sharp. Question D. Create a minor third from G. The note that a third above G is B. To make it a minor third, just flatten the B, so the answer is B flat. Part 5. This part is all about identifying chords and cadences. Question 5.1. Indicate suitable chords for the two cadences in the following melody by writing chord symbols. First of all, let's define the key signature. It is in G major. Then, we can take a look in the diatonic triads of G major. In this measure, there are notes A, E, D, and C. D is a passing tone here, therefore it is chord 2. In this measure, there is a D and F sharp here. Chord 3 or chord 5 are possible. To form an imperfect cadence, chord 5 should be used here. Here the next line, the notes are G, B, D in this measure, so the answer is chord 1. In the next measure, D is a passing tone. The basic chord tone are C, E, and G, so it is a chord 4. In the last one, the basic notes here are G, B, D, so it is a tonic. Question 5.2. Identify the cadence. In question A, the passage is in D major. The penultimate chord is basically A, C sharp, and E. The last chord is D, F sharp, and A. The cadence is from dominant to a tonic, therefore the answer is perfect cadence. Question B is in F major. The penultimate chord is B flat, D, and F. The last chord is F, A, C. The cadence is from subdominant to tonic, therefore the answer is plagal cadence. Question 5.3. To name each of the 3 marked chords. The key is in C minor. First of all, let's revise the diatonic chords of C minor. In question A, the notes are C, E flat, and G, so it is a tonic chord. The bottom note is G, so it is a tonic chord in second inversion. That is 1 C. In question B, the notes are F, A flat, and C, so it is a subdominant chord. Now calculate the inversion of this chord. The bottom note is A flat. The answer is subdominant first inversion. Here comes question C. The note are G, B natural and D. Remember in minor scale, there is harmonic minor that the seventh note is raised up a semitone. The bottom note is G, therefore the answer is dominant in root position. Part 6. Musical terms, signs, and instruments. Question 6.1. Tick the correct answer for the follow musical terms. This part is pretty straightforward, and here are the answers. Question 6.2. Name the following ornaments. The first one is a trill. It alternates between two adjacent notes rapidly to fill up the space of a certain passage. The second ornament consists of 4 notes. The first one is the upper note, then the main note, followed by a lower note, and then the main note again. So, this one is an upper turn. Question 6.3. Circle the true or false in the following 5 statements. Question A. The flute usually plays at a higher pitch than the bassoon. Just by looking at the use of clef, you know this statement is true. Question B. The trumpet is a woodwind instrument. This is incorrect. Trumpet belongs to the brass family in an orchestra. Therefore, the answer is false. Question C. Cymbals produce sounds of definite pitch. This statement is false, because cymbals do not have a definitive pitch and are only designed to produce a sound of one kind of pitch. Question D. The horn uses a double reed. This statement is false, because horn doesn't need a reed. Question E. A mezzo-soprano voice has a lower range. This statement is true. Part 7. Music in context. Question 7.1. Compare the following bars to the right-hand part of bar 2 of the melody, then tick the one correct statement. This question requires careful reading on different clefs. In statement 1, it is said that only A is correctly written 1 octave lower than the melody in bar 2. This statement is correct. Statement 2 said that B and C are correctly written 1 octave lower, which is wrong. They are actually written 2 octave lower than the original. Statement 3 said that A, B, and C are correctly written 1 octave lower, which is also wrong. Only A is written 1 octave lower. Statement 4 said only A and B are correctly written 1 octave lower, which is wrong. Question 7.2. Circle true or false for each statement. Statement A. The beginning of the music should be played lightly. This is true. This musical term leggero means lightly. Statement B. The music ends on the subdominant chord of F-sharp minor. The subdominant chord of F-sharp minor should be B, D, F-sharp. So, it is false. Statement C. The largest melodic interval in the left-hand part of bar 7 is a major third, which is true. Statement D. The highest note in the music is a C-sharp. This is false because the highest is the D in bar 5. Statement E. The music gets quieter in bar 7, which is false because it is marked getting louder very much here. Question 7.3. Choose the right instrument that best suited this passage. Here the clef is in treble clef, so oboe is the only right instrument for this passage. Question 7.4. How many times does the mediant note in the key of F-sharp minor appear in the left hand? Mediant note means the third. The third of F-sharp minor scale is A, so this question is actually asking how many A in the left-hand part. The answer is 6. Question 7.5. A. Bar 3 has the same rhythm and articulation as which bar? The answer is bar 2. B. There is a getting softer sign in which bar? The answer is bar 5.